Hey guys, it's Ballistic D-Man, and today we're here to talk about Visceral Games. I hope I'm saying that right. But anyway, Visceral Games. People who have done games like Dead Space. Very well-known developer, and people really love their games. And they are working on something that's not Dead Space. Now, I'm pretty sure I know what that is. It is a Star Wars game. Here's to back this up. Number one, EA bought the Star Wars license to make licensed Star Wars games. And they said that DICE, BioWare, and Visceral were the three companies working on Star Wars games. Okay, we know that they're doing this, okay? Now let's talk about what type of game this could be. Now if we look at Dead Space, third-person shooter, action game, kind of used to be more on the scary side, but now it's more action-packed. Guns blazing, craps exploding everywhere. Now, that's every freaking Star Wars game in a nutshell. But let's look at some that are more that third-person shooter thing. Number one would be that Jango Fett game. Back whenever Attack of the Clones came out in theaters, they made a Jango Fett game where you were like Jango Fett, and you were like, you had your backpack, and you were a bounty hunter, you were flying around doing all this crazy crap. We could definitely see a game like that. But I would have to guess that it's going to be a new IP. And I could definitely see maybe a third-person action shooter game going on, but that's necessarily not the fact that it has to be. I hear people talking in my house, and it's really distracting, and I think they're talking about food or something. They're talking about concrete! Jesus! Anyway. Haters! Anyway. I really think that they're going to go with the third-person style. Now, if we remember, we saw a Star Wars game, not this E3, but the E3 before that, which was 1313. I hope I just said the right numbers. My internet is not connected on the computer I'm recording this on, and I really don't feel like going and turning on my router. Shut up! People talking. God darn it. Anyway, I could definitely see us getting an IP where it's a Han Solo game. Third person, your Han Solo, Chewie, and them going on like an adventure or whatnot, going through being bounty hunters. I could see something like that, like before Episode 4, maybe something like that. Maybe even a younger Han Solo, maybe going around why he owes Jabba money or whatever. Doing something like that would be very interesting. Or they could, I remember where my thought was. It was on 1313. Anyway, I was going to say they could continue 1313. I had no more thoughts than that. 1313 looked like a pretty cool game, but it kind of is in like the dead zone. Kind of got pigeonholed, if you know political terms like I do. And it probably won't happen, but if one of the three developers they said that they were giving it to was to do it, it would be definitely without a doubt Visceral. And anyway I look at it, I definitely see them doing a third-person shooter. Just that's how it's going to be. They could definitely maybe make an entire new story, just maybe your blah 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 blah, some random character they come up with who goes out and does adventures. Just something in general. I feel it will be a new IP. I kind of hope it's a new IP. I mean, they could do Public Commando, but I'd highly doubt it. I don't think Visceral would be the one doing the first-person shooter. It would probably be more likely DICE would do that, but DICE is already working on Battlefront 3. Woo! We gotta do an entire video on Battlefront. Well, not Battlefront 3, but Battlefront. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I would love to hear what you guys have to think about Visceral doing a Star Wars game. If they do, I'm really excited in general for the Star Wars games we're gonna get soon. They're leaving that whole Kinect thing, and yeah, so awesome. I'll see you guys next time. Please leave some feedback down below about what you think Visceral could be working on, or just a Star Wars game idea in general. Alright, see you guys later. Peace!